to the welfare system, which it hopes will save
major,
£5 billion
important
by the end of the decade.
welfare
now,
benefit
among the proposals,
cuts.
The rules governing those eligible for personal independence
Houses of Parliament, nationwide UK.
These are
Subject,
payments for
UK,
people with
2025.
long-term physical or mental health conditions. Those under the age of 22 won't be able to get the incapacity top-up to universal credit for claimants who are unwell. And to help more people back into work, there'll be a right to try working.
That's cruel. That 22 thing. That's cruel.
Benefit. Now, the Conservatives say the changes don't go far enough, while there's been a furious response from some Labour MPs and charities who say the plans are immoral. We'll take a look
that 22 thing I don't agree with.
And what it means for millions of people who receive.
There'll be lots of people in poverty on the streets in wheelchairs and on the floor. There'll be more people on the streets. Beggars, basically. Not good.
Parliament of the people. Benefits.
It is the 18th of March, Tuesday evening at the moment, 10:15 AM in the evening.
Sharp opinions.
And this is till that's 22:15 PM in the evening. Well, PM actually, not AM.
You think some people are taking the pay?
Definitely. I could name quite a few.
To attack the poor, I just find unbritish. And to be frank, there are a lot of vulnerable people out there.
I do feel sorry for genuine claimants, but there are also a lot of serial families and, generation to generation that are on benefits. And it is quite annoying when you see them with the latest phones and Sky packages and whatever.
The central character today, Liz Kendall, in charge of these changes. Her first appointment briefing the cabinet.
That's the problem. People that are abusing it have forced them to do this. It's awful. It's horrible. It's disgusting.
The benefit system
the whole thing's ridiculous.
Too much and lets down those who get them, she said.
Millions of people who could work, trapped on benefits, denied the income, hope, dignity and self-respect that we know good work brings. And taxpayers paying millions more on the costs of failure.
The key, she added, was getting more people into work.
We will do more by legislating for a right to try, guaranteeing that work in and of itself will never lead to a benefit reassessment, giving people the confidence to take the plunge and try work without the fear this will put their benefits at risk.
Here are some of the key elements announced today. The criteria for getting what's called a personal independence payment will change, making it harder for some people to qualify for disability payments. What's known as the work capability assessment will be scrapped by 2028, but other assessments will be stepped up. The standard allowance of universal credit will go up by more than prices, but the top-up given to those who are ill will shrink in value. And there'll be extra for those deemed to have severe lifelong conditions that mean they will never work.
Helen Wakely!
Next, the reaction. The Conservatives reckon the benefits cuts need to be bigger.
The fact is, $5 billion just...
Well, they would say that, but the opposition...
going up so fast, she needed to be tougher. She should be saying...
It's tough enough as it is. Just
taxpayers funding the family...
leave it alone.
The devil is in the detail of these proposals, and I do fear what we will find as we turn over rocks over the next few days, particularly those who are most vulnerable.
It is widely accepted across the Commons that a benefits shake-up is needed, but there's nervousness among some Labour MPs and others about what all this will mean, and from a few, a deeper sense of unease.
As things stand, my constituents, my friends, my family are very angry about this, and they do not think this is the kind of action that a Labour government takes.
No, I agree on that.
And from this Scottish National
Too
Party
far.
MP,
Way too far.
her own experience.
It's not what they came into power to do, surely.
Being in a situation where getting up in the morning, where having a shower, where brushing your teeth feels like the biggest fight just to achieve those things. Does she think that putting people with diagnosis of a mental health condition through more reassessments is going to make their mental health condition better?
It's going to stress them out.
Or is it going to make it worse?
It's
There are
ridiculous.
so many questions. The complexity of people's everyday lives confronting a complex benefit system now undergoing change, and a benefits bill that will continue rising, but less fast than it would have done. Chris Mason, BBC News.
Well, all this on benefits.
Well, now we know what the government actually wants.
Not too
to do
impressed
about
with it at all.
welfare. What do those claiming benefits, ordinary taxpayers and employers think? Letta Smith has been finding out for Your Voice, your BBC News.
The facts speak for themselves.
I work. I'm on benefits. But at the end of the day,
People of working age now claiming a sickness.
In Nottingham, Anne has a
not all of us can master it.
and in Salford, John has a spine
Just,
condition.
you know, especially if you get an injury for life.
Sustained a brain injury at birth. All tuning in today to a minister with their future in her hands. She says face-to-face reassessments will begin again for millions, but won't apply to those with severe conditions.
I can't keep doing this, you know. And I did actually argue with them over the phone. You know, you've got access to my medical records. You can see I can't do it. I'm waiting for an operation. It's not getting any better, but you're still making me go through an assessment.
She's saying that people that have been off long-term sick should have the right to try a job, potentially without losing their benefits or without all of their benefits disappearing.
So long as they've got the right support in place, it would help, you know, it could help a lot of people.
From next year, universal credit payments will be boosted, but the daily living part of PIP payments will be cut for as many as 1 million people.
Oh dear.
That's a major worry.
They're going to be very angry with these people. This is what I call poverty increase. So she'd be on the street. She'd be on the street. There'll be other people on the street. More beggars on the street, more poor people.
Throughout the day, you've been getting
Very smart, isn't it? Well, I thought Labour came into power to make things better. They haven't. They lied. Labour lied.
A Labour government used to put people first and balance the books around.
Yeah, of course they did.
Some people need benefits.
Prickheads, aren't they?
Others,
Labour Party.
that know how to abuse the system.
A scheme piloted here in Salford called Workwell is now going to be rolled out across the country to help more disabled people back into work.
They want to expand Heathrow expansion. So why can't they spend that money on benefits? What the hell? Do we need to expand the airport? No. Do we need money on the NHS? Yes. There's no logic in this party at all. This Labour Party.
I would love it so much.
Yeah, I'd love to work. But you'd have to wave a magic wand and make me a well person.
And that's the big issue. While thousands may be able to be steered back into the workforce, for those who can't, it's more hurdles and cuts to their income on the horizon.
I'm not really happy.
Letta Smith, BBC News.
They've got to struggle. Disgusting, isn't it?
Well, £5 billion is what the government says it wants to save by 2030 with its welfare reforms. And Faisal's been checking out the numbers, I know.
Thanks.
Diabolical,
this
guys.
is all designed to bring down the spend on sickness and disability benefits, which has massively increased over the last few years. And in cash terms,
My advice is don't go down that path if you can avoid it.
Today's measures will save £5
But it's disgusting. It's not a very nice government, is it? 5 years of suffering. Can you take that financially? No. No one can.
The biggest group of recent claims for all benefits are related to mental health conditions, seen here in the dark red, a remarkable...
For COVID especially.
Now, the government is not telling us exactly how many PIP recipients will be hit by the proposals. But to save billions, you are talking several 100,000, maybe 1 million claimants losing thousands of pounds a year. Now, this is how PIP...
It's going to affect the economy, I'm sorry. It's going to get worse, though. Session in about 1 year. This coming end of this year, we're in the session again.
From late next year, claimants will have to show they are severely impacted in at least one area. Take preparing food, for example. There's a sliding scale of different capacities on a point scale. But under today's plan, only those who can't prepare food independently might qualify with 4 points. Those who previously qualified with a variety of milder needs, for example, if they can use a microwave though not a cooker to prepare food, are going to get 2 points, which won't be enough under the new plans. This would mean a loss of around £4,000 a year from next November.
Dear.
That's a hugely concentrated loss of income on
I know some alcoholics are going to suffer as well.
It might be a backdoor way to temper the recent rise
Can't
in
work.
mental health
Or people with
claims.
epilepsy
Now, we'll take
issues
the
as well
credit
out there.
to 2, a big cut, a halving of the health element for new claimants, and a new lower age limit of 22, designed to stop
That's
young
disgusting.
people going straight into education, from education into health benefits. That's being consulted on.
I don't think much about
There's
that.
more generous
That's
base
disgusting.
levels for universal credit. This is the big reform aimed to get people into the workforce, fixing the broken system as they're saying. But the biggest move today is that cut to PIP, designed to help the Chancellor's budgetary maths next week with more departmental...
I'm not happy with this government. Boo to them. They are disgusting. You can't do that to people. Well, as you think about this video, I'm disgusted with this party that's in charge at the moment. They're disgusting. Heathrow expansion, no. Private money towards NHS and other things like welfare benefits. So this is disgusting. I hope you like this video. Put a thumbs up the right side screen. Please subscribe on Sign Jibs.